We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10. Cowan. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on second down, Cowan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's third down and 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Cowan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Tyler Bass for the
Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
46, boys, 46.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Come on,
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack.
46 to Mike. Bring it. 46, boy. 46. 46.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, Cowan throwing left side. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
46 to Mike. 46. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. 66. Pull it. Now.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Here's Haskins out of the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for him. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cowan finds his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down. Cowan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Giants 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's good for a Washington.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I got it. Mike 46. Mike 46.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
By number 11. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 2.
Go, go, go. 46 to Mike. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
46 to Mike. Check. 46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Haskins going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the gun, Cowan. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
New York.
Check 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Here we go, D. 55.
Operating from the gun, Cowan. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Collins back.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on second down. Cowan, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line.
First down, New York.
On first and 10, Cowan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Cowan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. To throw. Cowan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run something.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Giants 14. Washington 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Cowan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
46. Check Mike 46. Bound to lose one. 46 to Mike 46. 3 buzz.
From the gun, Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Haskins on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They can't hang with us. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Short. 46 to Mike, 46. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on third down, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Pass set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Terry McLaurin
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
and 2 at the 27-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. There you are.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And 12 at the 27-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3-yard line.
46 to Mike.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
46 to Mike, 46. Here we go. 46 to Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Okay. Slam, slam, slam. Go, go.
From midfield now, Haskins looking deep downfield. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing on 1st down. Cowan gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
New York.
Operating from the gun, Cowan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Here we go, here we go. 46 for Mike, 46.
To throw again. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
46, boy, 46. 46 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 46.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
For a Washington.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bump.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
36, 36.
Haskins going to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. There he goes left side.
Bring it!
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
10 more yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches. At their 48-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. On 3rd and goal, Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 46.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Looking to throw. Cowan, catch made by Slayton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cowan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Collins pass.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Cowan. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Collins pass.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cowan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cowan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Sometimes I need
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Single. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Check.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Haskins will throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On 1st and 10, Cowan staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't